Too close! Wait! Enemy in the clear! Agent targeted! Hostile civilian target. I don't have a visual. Target's in the hit. Found a target. Get past that shield. Taking serious heat here. Hammer on the way.
Off the man!
Stand back to shredded.
I could do this all day.
Sending the UAV.
No visual here.
Reloading. Drones in the air.
I got one right over there. Got the target. Now, stay out of here. I'm with you. We lost one.
Gotta toss it down!
Sending up. Solid hit. Need more ammo. Break the cover fire.
Visual is negative.
What's up, Agents Wolf here? Welcome to another Division 2 build video. Hopefully you did enjoy the gameplay. As you guys can see, this is a very powerful solo PvE build for heroic, legendary, whatever. Any kind of PvE content in the game is easy if you utilize this setup. So I'm going to talk about the build in detail. Please make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. You could see I could hit really high numbers. We can melt any kind of NPC. Robotics, human type, chungas, whatever. You will beam them out because the new Kingbreaker is a very powerful assault rifle. If you guys haven't tried it, make sure to give it a try. I wanted to base this whole build around that gun because I feel like that gun is one of the best guns in the game. It's actually better than the FAMAS right now in certain situations and certain combinations. So let's get straight into the specialization. So you guys could see that my shield could tank a lot of damage and heal itself incredibly well. That's due to stacking some repair skills and utilizing the Artificer Hive. If you guys don't know, it is right here. Repair skills buffs the amount that it heals your skills. So basically leave it on your back. You don't have to throw it down. You can to utilize Faraday Field. It's up to you. Just keep in mind, bear in mind this is very good in certain situations. But I think this Hive is probably one of the best skills in the game. Keep it on your character. Pull out your shield. We have spec'd into repair skills and skill health. The Memento backpack also gives us skill health. So don't forget that skill efficiency is health as well. So we have just over 8 million health on the shield. And this Artificer Hive, because we've got an extra yellow and repair skills, we can heal almost a full shield every couple of seconds, which makes it really nice, especially if you're a new player or returning player and you're not used to the game. Your shield can tank a lot of damage. Don't not use a shield right now. It's too good, especially with the setup, guys. If you're playing solo legendary, I see some people corner glitching around corners. You don't need to do that when we have such a powerful combination that is the Artificer Hive and the shield. So make sure to use this. I will show you in the build where I've spec'd towards this. It's very powerful. I love technician specialization. It's up to you what specialization you want to be using. Like I always say, my builds are templates. Don't just copy, adapt it to suit your own playstyle. This is nice. We get more damage to drones, skill proxies, and robotics. Let's be honest, a lot of builds are weak against these things. This is not. You can absolutely melt them down. It's quite good. Then we have got an EMP grenade, which is really nice to keep them at bay. I don't normally use it, I forget to, but if you're getting pushed by those little robotic tank things, you can actually stop them in their tracks. So I would recommend just keeping that in mind to use this whenever you get a chance. Make sure everything else is activated that needs to be activated. Assault rifle damage, because we're going to be using the Kingbreaker, and then get the linked laser pointer on. You don't have to have this damage activated to get this. Do it first, and then when you swap it over and then you log out or log back in or change specializations, it actually keeps it activated, as you can see. So the linked laser pointer will allow us to do damage. That's why we have got spotter on the chest and perfect flatline on the weapon. Let's take a look at the build in detail. So we've got 1.5 million armor and we're hitting over 700k, which is ridiculous. Huge amounts of armor, high amounts of armor regen. Right now, we don't really have stacks, so you guys won't be seeing this, but I'll show on screen how much armor regeneration you can actually obtain from getting full stacks. So the Memento backpack, if you die, it's a problem. You have to restack it. This build doesn't even need to have stacks. You can still mince your way through content with this setup without any stacks, so don't be fooled by that. It's easy to get stacks, guys. One room of a summit or 1.5 rooms, and you'll be able to just keep stacking it, keep stacking it. This is really good for solo summit, as you can see from the gameplay, but even legendary missions, there are certain ways you have to play to do it though. Don't just stand in the open. Some builds you can do that, like my God mode build, but this is going to be just all around. It touches up on every kind of thing in the game: damage, survivability, regen, shield health, skill health. We've got things like armor damage, we've got a bit of health damage, we've got some bonus armor, we've got a lot of crit. There's so many things going on here, and I think it works very well. So let's take a look at the gun itself, the Kingbreaker. Just go farm the new countdown game mode for assault rifles. You should be able to obtain this gun without a problem. Damage 2 targets out of cover on the attribute section, multiplicative damage. Don't sleep on this, we should know this by now. Perfect flatline, 20% amplified weapon damage. Very, very good. You don't even have to use a linked laser pointer, because every 2 kills you apply the pulse. But to make sure it's on all the time, we are going to make sure we put the linked laser pointer over here. Then crit chance and crit chance, whatever you need, dependent on what your shade tech watch level is, how much crit chance you have on the build. Secondary, that is completely up to you. Make sure you use the orbit pistol to finish off some enemies to get the 40% crit damage. Very, very powerful. Then this is going to be quite simple on paper, but it's going to take you quite a while to get these items, guys. Let's take a look. So we have got the assault rifle damage Fenris one piece with crit damage and crit chance. It's up to you if you want to have more repair skills on this build or none at all. That's okay. The Artificer Hive will still heal it. If you want to get a nice chunky heal like I have, I recommend having 1 yellow and some repair skills. It's up to you though. If you want to go for more damage, you can go for more damage. Right now we're sitting at 118% crit damage, which is good, but you can get it way more than that. It's completely up to you. Fenris for the baseline assault rifle damage. Then Cheska to get our crit chance up. Simple. Grupo for that extra critical hit damage. There's a reason why I'm not using the Fox's Prayer knee pads, and I'll explain that shortly. Then we have got the Motherly Love gloves. Make sure you guys craft these. Get them. Very, very powerful. Skill health 10% with repair skills. It matches this build perfectly. The skill health makes our shield tankier. You do not have to use this. Don't worry if you don't use this, but trust me, it makes the build a lot stronger. If you don't even want to use the shield, then the gloves and the holster might not be viable for you, because then it's just going to be a normal crit build, which I've made in the past. Check out my other videos then. Then the holster, the Forge holster, which is really good. Why? Because we get 50% shield health, which is crazy. On top of all of this, the Memento backpack will give us a further buff to the shield health. So we've got repair skills on this one. Like I said, it's up to you what you want to roll. You can keep a yellow here. There's so many ways to change this up, but I recommend giving this setup a try. The reason why we're not using Fox's Prayer, in some situations you will get more damage from Fox's Prayer. Trust me, it is multiplicative damage. You'll most likely, it's dependent on the situation, but the multiplicative damage is very good. The reason why I'm not using them is because a lot of the time when I'm pushing NPCs, they are actually in cover. So damage to target out of cover. Most of the NPCs are actually in cover, so sometimes it can be pointless. That's why I've gone for non-situational Grupo, which gives me that huge boost in crit damage. It's up to you. You can switch it up, but I trust me, guys, give this setup a try. It's very powerful. Simple crit damage and crit chance on the mask with Fenris, and every single modification, as you can see, 12% crit damage mods, and then 11.8. Actually, I've got a 5.9% crit chance. It was a bit tricky to get crit chance because of the holster, but like I said, that's up to you. Just try to get your crit chance to no less than 54%. I got 59.1. Then Cheska, we have got the crit damage and crit chance rolled here, and Spotter amplifies total weapon damage and skill damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. We're going to be pulsing with the linked laser pointer, plus getting all that amplified damage from the weapon talent itself, and then also this will give us more multiplicative damage. That's why we can hit so hard. Cheska is very important though. Grupo knee pads, crit damage, crit chance with crit damage 15%. Very, very good. Then Forge holster, very powerful. We have got 20% incoming repairs. This, I've found, it doesn't help the Artificer Hive that much at all. Repair skills is probably better, but it's up to you whether or not you want to test it to see how well this works. In my opinion, it doesn't work well at all. That's why I prefer repair skills. So this isn't really why we're using this holster. That could help, but I think the 50% shield health is where it's at. That just is really, really powerful. Repair skills buffs the amount of healing our Artificer Hive does to our skills. Very, very important. It's up to you how much you want to roll on this. I think I've got quite a few rolls. So we've got, let's say 20% here, 20% from the one piece, and then an additional, I think there's another bit here. So that's 2, 4, 6. Yep. So as you can see, guys, we've got 20%. Then this, like I said, it doesn't scale very well, incoming repairs for actual skills. So yeah, we've just got about 40%. It's up to you how much you want to go for. I wanted to keep it on the minimum to try showcase how much damage we can obtain, but it's up to you. Then the gloves, motherly love gloves, very powerful, skill health, and I have got crit chance rolled, repair skills, skill tier, very good. Now, why do we have a skill tier on the gloves? Quite simple, because it gives us our shield another tier. So do blues, but with skills, as you guys can see, with this we have got a tier 3 hive, 300% charge efficiency, plus 6 seconds of skill refresh, 30% range, drone speed, health. You can go for another red. That is completely up to you. If I did, I wouldn't actually have a tier 6. So make sure you guys do just balance it out. It's up to you. The great thing about this build is there are so many ways you can take this. If you think it's not doing enough damage, all you have to do is sacrifice survivability for damage. Take away the RNK holster, the repair skills, put more crit damage, have more reds. It's give or take, sacrifice one for the other. It's up to you guys. More survivability, less damage, more damage, less survivability. Go for whatever you think's better. Go, if you want to get the motherly love gloves, go do the field research project for technician. I think that's how you should be able to obtain them, and it'll actually be level 2. Once you've done that, then you can craft the motherly love gloves. Also, just something to mention, the RNK holster, the named holster Forge. If you want to get this, go to countdown game mode, farm RNK, and you should be able to get this in 1 or 2 runs. It's really easy to get, so make sure you use it. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you can use an improvised holster and then contractor's gloves for more damage, something like that. I'm sure you guys know by now how to stack damage. If you don't, leave a comment down below and I will give you a hand. As you can see, 5.9 mil on the shield. We can get over 8 million from the fully memento stacks. And trust me guys, the damage goes up so much. Let's talk about the memento backpack as well while we're here. So we've got shield health, holstered region, active region, whatever you want, shield health there. Artificer Hive, go for whatever mods you want. I've gone for health. Range doesn't really work. I don't have the best mods for this, so just choose the mods that increase. You'll see a green plus sign go there to show that you're doing something to that. I don't have that many modifications, unfortunately. So with all this going on, we've got the memento backpack, which is really good, weapon damage, armor, and a skill tier, which is really nice. We have got a crit chance modification, so we get the short-term bonuses for 10 seconds, which is weapon damage, bonus armor, skill efficiency. That's, well, skill efficiency is like duration, skill damage, status effect, and health, which buffs our shield. Very good. Then we get the long term 30 stacks, so we get plus 1% weapon damage, 30% weapon damage. So this is going to give our shield 30% more health, which is crazy. So make sure you do try get your stacks up as fast as possible. And we get about 3% armor regeneration. Very, very powerful. This backpack fully complements this entire build. It works so incredibly well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Pause the video if you like to see any of the stats. 118 crit damage, 59% crit chance, good amount of health damage, which is nice for weak points as well. We've got some more damage there, AR 40%. And that's going to be it, guys. So make sure you do leave a like, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace out, agents.